ladies, I'm here on the show, and I'm here to do some news videos. We're going to start off with some NASCAR here, go over the 2025 schedules for all three series. So, for the 2025 Cup Series schedule, two new venues previously announced in Winston-Salem and Mexico City, the Clash, Bowman Gray. They replaced LA Coliseum with Bowman Gray, obviously, and one Richmond race. Atlanta, Homestead, and Watkins Glen is out of the playoffs. They moved Homestead to March for some reason. Darlington, Gateway, and New Hampshire is now in the playoffs. Gateway and New Hampshire, I'm not really excited because those two tracks aren't good. Darlington, okay, good. But Talladega now in the semifinal round and the round of 8 is really questionable. But kind of disappointed with the schedule. I really expected more new tracks besides just two. Probably late start times as usual. But Dega in the round of 8's kind of a joke to me. New Hampshire in the playoffs. I don't know. The schedule really disappointed to me. Two super speedways-ish and a road course to start the season is, not great. I don't know. The schedule's disappointing. They still kept the Roval. Your schedule's the Clash, the Daytona 500, Atlanta, Coda, Phoenix, Vegas, Homestead, Martinsville, Darlington, Bristol, Talladega, Texas, Kansas, North Wilkesboro for the All-Star race, Charlotte, Nashville, Michigan, Mexico City, Pocono, Atlanta, Chicago Street Race, Sonoma, Dover, Indianapolis, Iowa, Watkins Glen, Richmond, Daytona is the regular season finale, moved it back to the finale, then Darlington, Worldwide Technology Raceway, Bristol, New Hampshire, Kansas, Charlotte, Roval, Vegas, Dega, Martinsville, and Phoenix for the championship. Overall thoughts, just kind of disappointed with the schedule. I know this is leaked, so I'm not as disappointed I would have been if it wasn't leaked before then, but expecting more new tracks. In the playoffs, tracks aren't really exciting to me outside of Talladega, but it shouldn't be in the round of 8. Excuse me. So the 2025 Xfinity schedule, tracks that are added: Rockingham, Mexico City, Gateway, and a second Bristol race. So 2 Bristol Xfinity races. The tracks that were taken off are Richmond, Darlington, now just one race. I don't get why they took a Darlington race away, because Darlington Xfinity is usually one of the best Xfinity races of the year, but whatever, they took them to New Hampshire and Michigan. So, Michigan's whatever. I think they gave it to Trucks. Trucks have actually been amazing at that place, so I understand why they took Michigan out, because Truck Series has been really good. Really good racing in Michigan. That's a shame Xfinity only gets one Darlington race, but in exchange for Rockingham and a second Bristol race is a win, I guess, so I understand it. But your schedule for Xfinity is Daytona, Atlanta, Coda, Phoenix, Las Vegas, Homestead, Martinsville, Darlington, Bristol, Rockingham, Talladega, Texas, Charlotte, Nashville, Mexico City, Pocono, Atlanta, Chicago Street Race, Sonoma, Dover, Indianapolis, Iowa, Watkins Glen, Daytona, and Portland, and Worldwide Technology Raceway. Then Bristol, Kansas, the Charlotte Roval, Las Vegas, Talladega, Martinsville, and then Phoenix for the championship race. So then we'll get to the final schedule. 4 Saturday Cup races instead of 2 with Atlanta, Richmond, summer dates. Now Saturday night, time to those races are to be determined. So I think it's a W for Saturday night races. Some stuff for the Xfinity for Cup schedule. And while NASCAR's not labeled this Xfinity Series, it is not yet announced whether they'll return as the sponsor of the series, though, so that's going to be interesting. But trucks are up to 25 races. They added Rockingham, Lime Rock, Watkins Glen, New Hampshire, Michigan, and the Charlotte Road Course. It was looking fine until it says Charlotte Road Course. Come on, man. Nobody wants to see tired of the Roval. It sucks. But yeah, that's only negative. They lose Gateway, 1 Kansas, and Milwaukee and Coda. Honestly, nothing of value lost. Besides maybe Kansas. But the truck schedule is Daytona, Atlanta, Vegas, Homestead, Martinsville, Bristol, Rockingham, Texas, Kansas, North Wilkesboro, Charlotte, Nashville Superspeedway, Michigan, Pocono, Lime Rock, RP, Watkins Glen, Richmond, Darlington, Bristol, New Hampshire, the Charlotte Roval, Talladega, Martinsville, and Phoenix for the championship. At least Michigan's coming back, and Lime Rock is gonna be amazing. So that's a positive. And by having 3 road courses, all new for trucks compared to 2024 will give truck teams a chance to build trucks and use them for more than one event. But trucks at Roval is chaos, dude. Like, come on, man. That's the only negative, honestly, with this schedule to me for trucks is the Charlotte Roval being added. But overall, the Xfinity and truck schedules I think are good, but the Cup schedule was a bit disappointing. It's just disappointing for how far they pushed it back, just for it to be kind of a mid-schedule, to be honest. But yeah, those are your schedules. The Darlington weekend times this weekend: Saturday, 10:30, NASCAR Xfinity Series practice qualifying on the NBC Sports at 1:20 p.m. in the USA Cup practice and qualifying. Then at 3 p.m. pre-race for Xfinity, and 3:30 the Xfinity race starts in the 90s with a 10% chance of rain. For Sunday, 5:30 pre-race, at 6 p.m. the Cup race starts in the 90s with a 20% chance of rain. So hopefully no rain, but it's looking good for the weather this weekend. And the green flag times are 3:35 and 6:05. Saturday 3:35, Sunday 6:05. So the rear window, right side air deflector, the shark fin will be used at all intermediate and super speedways, but not short tracks nor road courses. Darlington this weekend is an intermediate track. Yeah, because that fin did wonders to keep that 4 car on the ground last weekend. These cars are known to get loose and break free, and this isn't the solution if you ask me. But this right side air deflector won't be used this weekend at Darlington, but will be used for all intermediates and speedways, super speedways starting with Atlanta. Oh boy. Oh boy. Because that totally helped so much at Daytona, right, Bob? Yeah, cars are probably going to go flipping in Atlanta too. NASCAR's added an extra practice for Xfinity and Cup at Charlotte because of changes in the infield portion of the course. Xfinity will have 50-minute session. All cars cut 2 20-minute sessions for each group. Cup teams also get 20-minute session at the Glen with no tire code used at June test. Can we just go back to the weekly 1-hour practice instead of these stupid 20-minute practice sessions? Like, the 20-minute sessions are pointless. We're going to get to some NFL here. The NFL announced that broadcast networks are now allowed to conduct in-game interviews of head coaches and coordinators, plus TV partners will be able to air pre-game locker room footage before kickoff, as well as some pre-game player interviews. Come on, I think this is ridiculous. We don't need this interference. We already got good coverage. Like, stop trying to hear the coaches. In-game interviews, I'll say this say with NASCAR, I hate their interviews they do on the front stretch after the race, slam to go to victory lane and interview them. And with the NFL, in-game interviews, boring. I can't wait for a mid-match interview during a fucking blowout. The Eagles, EAGLES, placed cornerback / safety James Bradbury on injured reserve, knocking him out for at least the first 4 games of the regular season. It's a leg injury. And he's washed anyway. It's better off than having him out there playing. So, yesterday the Saints, they had claimed Vikings All-Pro kick returner Kenny last name off waivers. But apparently he failed his physical and will return to waivers. So yeah, he must have something hurt. Robert Saleh said wide receiver Mike Williams, returning from a torn ACL, will be ready and available for Week 1 against the 49ers. Hopefully he can find a way to stay healthy and have a really good season. He just hasn't been able to stay healthy. The Vikings are making a swap at QB, waiving Jaron Hall and signing veteran Brett Ripien. It's weird. I mean, Hall was inconsistent in the preseason, but no way he was that bad. He wasn't that bad to where you where they should have released him and get Brett Ripien. Like, I genuinely don't understand getting Brett Ripien. Like, Jaron Hall was kind of inconsistent. He showed flashes and not so great flashes in the preseason, but I don't know. You should give him a shot.
Standard jeans use just 2 measurements.
So the Browns restructured Deshaun Watson's contract today. As Phil Yates noted, his updated cap numbers: 2024 $27 million, 2025 $72 million, 2026 $72 million, and 2027 $26 million. This is crazy. $72 million. This might be the worst contract in sports, ladies and gentlemen. Kind of crazy how far Deshaun Watson fell off. So the Browns, they are releasing former Pro Bowl QB Tyler Snoop Huntley. Snoop? Who the fuck calls him Snoop? Per that Schultz report, Cleveland had 4 quarterbacks on their initial 53-man roster. Pro Bowl QB. Why do people call him Pro Bowl quarterback? People talk about him like he's a star. And back to Baltimore he goes. Probably. The Patriots have named Jacoby Brissett as their Week 1 starting QB versus Cincinnati Bengals. Per multiple reports, Drake May will start off as the backup. I mean, not really surprising. I mean, kind of figured this. Trade! The Falcons are trading QB Taylor Heineke to the Chargers for a conditional 6th-round pick. Per Dean Rossini and Justin Herbert, he has a new backup quarterback. Yeah, wow, that's great. After GM John Lynch said they expected Brandon Ayuk in the field yesterday, he was not there to start practice per the local media. So the saga continues with Brandon Ayuk. These wide receivers are just acting like Davis this offseason, man. Like, especially Brandon Ayuk. Like, he's kind of becoming a drama king. The Jets released Jason Bramley, and the Lions signed Allen Robinson. Yeah, I'll give it a little bit till they release Allen Robinson. Noah Brown signed with the Washington Commanders. We are Commanders. Dun 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 dun. Honestly, a good move there. A really nice pickup. But the receiver room's still not great outside Terry McLaurin. But Noah Brown's underrated, man. I like that move. The 49ers are expected to sign former Panthers and LSU wide receiver Terrence Marshall Jr. ESPN announced that Bill Belichick will be a featured guest on the Manningcast every week this season during the first half. And there's more throughout the season. They will host a 30-minute show every Friday previewing that week's Monday Night Football game. So that's a good move. Russell Wilson is the Steelers' Week 1 starter officially. Beat out Justin Fields for the Week 1 job. Yeah, I'll give it a few weeks until Russell Wilson gets benched. The Chiefs released Justin Rawson. They brought him back to the practice squad. That's good for him. The Chiefs signed Samaje Perine. The Dolphins signed Dwayne Eskridge, a former Seahawks second-round pick. Patriots released Jalen Reagor. The Broncos signed Donald Parham to their practice squad after the Chargers released him. The Jets signed Lewis Sign. So yeah, that's all the NFL. Just want to quickly mention some wrestling right quick. September 25th, Netflix announces a documentary series chronicling the rise and the fall of Vince McMahon. It premieres September 25th. All hell's going to break loose on that on September 25th when that documentary airs. It better expose everything, hopefully. But yeah, it will consist of 6 episodes on it, each lasting 1 hour. And the series director and executive producer for the Vince McMahon docuseries explains the goal behind it. Basically, the character was revealed to be the person off screen as well, basically. But yeah, that's gonna happen. Randy Orton basically said he still feels he's in his prime. Damn right he's in his prime. We need one more Randy heel run. WWE's happy with how the shorter pay-per-view match cards have turned out, and as such are expected to continue. The format works for them as it allows them to help stack Raw and SmackDown. I mean, I get it, but I mean, I would rather see 7 or 8 matches instead of just 5, but that's just how WWE operates now, so I can't really complain about it, because pay-per-views are still good. I would just prefer another match or 2 to be added to them. But that's just my opinion. Mercedes Renee revealed her all-in 2024 tire cost over $10,000. Jesus Christ, $10,000. But yeah, it's all the news I want to talk about here, ladies and gentlemen, with NASCAR, NFL, and wrestling. So yeah, leave a like, comment, subscribe for more, and until next time, Malcolm Light. Peace.